I did it! And it's actually the next day. I was shattered. I didn't eat very well and I didn't sleep very well. The balloon burst in the middle of the night. It was about 3:30 and I couldn't get back to sleep. And yeah, and I think because obviously the old me wouldn't have done like events and jumped out of her comfort zone and stuff like that. I think that it does like take its toll on me a little bit and does like drain me as much as I can do it now. And it's not hard, it does, I think, just slowly drain me. And it obviously switches off my appetite completely. There's just like no appetite there. So yeah, it just takes its toll. But out of the 2 days, the wear venue was amazing. It was inside and I wasn't worried about my chocolates melting in the sun and my merchandise getting wet in the rain. And I had plenty of space. And so in this video, I'm going to give you the 3 things I learned after running my first event. I just came to say, I hope it's not too late. I hope it's not too late. I just came to say, I hope it's not too late. I hope it's not too late. So we're here nice and early. We've been to the field just to have a little quick look, and it's not set up yet. So we've come to Greg's, we've got our breakfast, and now we're sitting in Costa to kill some time before we can get on the field, and I'll show you the field when we get there.
Of
The balloon died.
At least I got loads of photos of it alive.
Oh, he's coming. He's coming. Yeah, maybe. He might come back to life. The poor balloon died.
Sad ending.
It's raining. And we chose the end table. Look, you can see us like on the end there. We intentionally chose the end table and our stuff's kind of getting a little bit wet. But we wanted the end table so we could have more space. So we're piling out at the gazebo a little bit. But yeah, I'm getting wet. My stuff's protected. The stuff that's important is protected. So as a kid, I used to live in my imagination, and it used to be like escapism for me. And I thought I was a little bit strange for doing that, and always living inside my head and having conversations with my characters. But then I realised when I started writing, that's exactly what authors do all the time. And I didn't know that, and I thought, oh my God, I'm not strange. All authors do this, they all live in their head. So there's been a problem with the vlogging, don't worry. Jack thinks I'm talking to myself. There's been a problem with the vlogging because I need my phone for my card reader, so I actually can't film as much as I'd like. But it is day 2 and we have got here early again to get a coffee, and we will head over there in a little while. So, number one I would say is don't make it about yourself. I know you're there selling your books, but don't make it about that and about yourself, because I feel like the
people attending the events can just pick up on that, and it's a little bit desperate and will put people off. I would say don't go to the event with selling your book as your primary goal. Although it is, in a sense, I would try and change your mindset and go to the event to network, meet new people, and to talk to other people about themselves. I kind of felt like in the first half of the day, on day one, my mindset was about me selling my books because that's what I was there for. So like, of course I was there to sell, so that's kind of like where my mind was at. And I didn't make any sales in the first half of the day, and then I changed my mindset and I thought, look, if I don't make any sales, then just like, instead of it ruining your day or making it all about just making sales, and that actually just enjoy the day then instead. So I changed my mindset from the afternoon, and then my afternoon really picked up. And then when I attended day 2, I completely just thought, you know what, I'm just going to talk to people today, and I don't care if I make a single sale, I just want to talk to people. So that brings me on to what I learned. Tip number 2 would be to go by yourself. As hard as that may be, and as boring as that may sound, I think it's actually really important. I think if you don't go by yourself and you have somebody there with you to help you set up, make sure that they go away for a few hours and look at the event and be at the event and spend some time having fun there, whilst you spend time by yourself, and then they can come back later and help you pack up. So you still got their support, but I think it's important to have that middle section where you are by yourself. Because on day 1, I had friends and family there with me all day, and I was very conscious of them and what they may be thinking, and like, are they okay? Are they bored? So I was my attention was on them. And I did not speak to half as many people as I did on day 2, when I was going by myself now, because everybody had supported me on day 1 and I had to do the second day, and Jack come and helped me set up, but he needed to go, and so I was by myself, and it was daunting at first, and I sat there and I was like, oh my god, I'm by myself now for hours. And oh my god, because I was by myself, I spoke to so many people. I was I come out of my shell completely. I was bored by myself, so I was speaking to everybody about anything. Anyone that would listen to me, or if anyone wanted to talk to me about anything, I was happy to listen because I was by myself. And it really reflected in the sale. So if you, obviously that is your like prime thing, you're going for the sales or whatever, but if you go by yourself, you are going to talk to so many people, and you're going to network, and you're going to meet some really interesting people. So highly recommended. Go by yourself. Number 3 is learn and perfect your pitch. Because obviously in primary, you're going to a bookstall, you're running your bookstall to sell your book. For me, money doesn't really even come on my radar, readers do. And you get to connect with your readers at bookstores. You get to see and meet your readers. And that is one of the best feelings, because when you do it online, you don't know who's bought them. You may get a DM or something, or they might reach out to you, but 9 times out of 10 they won't, and you won't really know who your readers are. But when you're at events, you are actually meeting your readers. And so from day 1 to day 2, just what I learned was I was saying this pitch that you know what, it didn't really feel right when I was saying it, but I didn't know what else to say. And like 90% of the people was just like, oh, okay, and then like closed the book, and the book would go back on the table. And I knew I didn't have it right, but I really couldn't work it out. And when I got home, I just thought, do you know what, I've got to perfect my pitch. Like, it's not working and I need to change it. And I wrote it down, like just tried to improve it to then use on day 2. And on day 2, I didn't even need to use the whole pitch that I'd rewritten. I just needed to use one sentence, and people were like, oh, that sounds really good, do you want it? Or, oh, I'll get that. So I literally, you have to learn what's working and what's not working. And my old pitch was not working. It was something like, it'd get reaction like, oh, okay, like, but it was, the book was going back on the table, ultimately. So it was like, oh, she finds out that she's quite special and a little bit dangerous, which is true. And so it is part of the book. But then on day 2, I just said it follows Aurora as she's struggling to cope with change, bullies and injustices. And literally sometimes I'd only have to say that one sentence, and not even my whole entire like little elevator pitch. It would just be that sentence, and it would get them to say, oh, that sounds good, I'll give that a read, I want to buy it, and stuff like that. So I think the pitch, although it was like, yes, that is what my book was about, finding out you're dangerous and maybe a little bit different, it didn't move any emotions. And I think when you're in the second pitch, people can relate to that. People can relate to struggling with change. People can definitely relate to struggling with bullies and injustices. They're everywhere. So I think it was just more relatable, whereas the first pitch was unrelatable. Finding out you're different and dangerous, unrelatable. So yeah, I think make your elevator pitch relatable. Okay, right, I think that is it. They are my 3 things that I learned, and you don't have to actually attend an event and learn by your own mistakes. Like, I have given you what I've learned, so hopefully if you're going to your first event, you can go in stronger and more armed and have a really successful event. But yeah, I met some amazing people during the Herts Book Festival, and thank you to everyone who came and spoke to me, and thank you to everyone who bought my book, obviously. And yeah, just everyone who reached out, and the mother and daughter who emailed me after the event and basically told me like I had really inspired them. And to come home from an event and get a message to say that you inspired people, it's like dreams come true there. Like, I think all authors want to inspire. I think everyone wants to inspire, but definitely as an author I want to inspire. So yeah, that was one of the best things to come out of that event. So I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you learned something. If you did, give the video a like for me, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not subscribed already. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.